All right, boys. So today in this video, I'm going to talk about my Q School recap and just kind of how the Q School went for me, where I'm going from here, and if I'm hanging it up or not. So to start off my first round, literally, I couldn't have shot any higher. I mean, it'd be physically impossible. I shot a very high round. It was bad. It was like, for me, I'm a big momentum golfer, and the first hole, granted, I did have some, I've got this knee banged up, and it's really impacting my game, and I didn't realize it. Like, I'm literally not able to come through fully with my right hip, but, I was just trying to go out there, no excuses in the moment, and just try to make something happen. But the first hole, literally hit a fine tee shot. Second shot, hit it perfect. The exact shot I was trying to hit, but it was like 2 yards right. Drilled the tree. Went like 30 yards backwards, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. And for me, I'm a big momentum golfer, which is, it's a blessing and it's a curse. So if I'm hot, like, it's very, like, I played a tournament in Portugal one time where I got hot and I had 6 birdies in a row. And I made like a 60-foot putt because I don't know, like, once that momentum gets turned on for me, it's there. When it's not there, it's like really not there. Like, it is beyond not there. And so it's a blessing and a curse. But, at the end of the day, I was proud of myself. I went out the next day and actually shot double digit, better than I did the first day. And so, even feeling a little banged up. So where I'm going from here, I just kind of recalibrated everything, and it's like, hey, I looked at my swing. I'm like, my T-spine's got some major issues, and I just got to revamp. And I have to revamp as soon as possible. So my 2 biggest issues in golf are probably T-spine mobility, which, if you don't know what that is, it's thoracic spine mobility. It's kind of your mid-back up into your shoulders. And for me, it makes a lot of sense because when I get done playing lately, like, my right shoulder is just killing. It's overcompensating. So I'm going to try to revamp that as quick as possible. And then, don't get me wrong, I wanted to hang it up in that first round. I genuinely had a lot of thoughts like, okay, I'm spending a lot of money doing this. Like, maybe I'll just quit. But then I was like, okay, I think if you look at, maybe history, a lot of the people have lost battles, and they've used those lessons to learn and come back better. And I think that's just a good trait to have in life. And so, I have Asian Tour Q School coming up here I think I fly out in 3.5 weeks. I'm going to use everything I learned. I'm going to go play my very best, and I'm just going to try to have a sense of urgency with it. Like, hey, it's this year, it's now. I think my injury will be healed up by then. I've just been resting for a couple days, to be honest. And then I'm just going to do my best. And if that doesn't work, then it's not Q School season anymore, right? After, this last one. And I'm just going to go back and grind and stay in the gym and stay dialed, just keep getting better and better. And then, go out for Q Schools next season. I think ultimately if I can play, a swing or a stretch of 3-4 tournaments right before the Q Schools, I think that's going to help a lot. Even if it's, something small, or even if it's a Korn Ferry, whatever qualifier it is, I think that definitely helps a lot. I was playing one of the guys I played with, he ended up making it past the cut. But then again, after you make the cut, that's where it actually gets hard, right? So we'll see how he does. But he was like, yeah, I played 2 tournaments before this, shot 85, 80, and then but he, I think there's just a lot to say. If you don't play a tournament for a couple months and you go show up, I think it's a different game that you're playing. So you've got to have some level of consistency in playing tournaments, and I think this goes, if you're a junior golfer or whatever you're doing, you've got to be warmed up. I mean, I actually remember my junior year of high school, I shot 100 in a tournament. I had the Shanks. And it was funny because it was 2 weeks before golf tryouts, and I was like, oh. But that tournament experience probably helped me because I think junior year high school tryouts I shot 75, 76. It was fine. I wasn't really where I should have been, but it was fine, right? So I think in golf, if you have a high tournament or if you have high tournament scores, I think it's important to just be like, well, I don't know how that would impact my next tournament, because it really, at the end of the day, it doesn't.